Captain's log, stardate 8319.1. The Argo will soon set course for Quonos, where Commander von Wartburg will stand trial for the attempted murder of High Counselor Gorkon. Dr. Avlop has discovered evidence that the commander was tortured and brutally brainwashed by the Romulans to believe that he had to assassinate the counselor in order to protect the Federation. But since this information was obtained via mind meld, I doubt the Klingons will accept it. It is therefore up to Dr. Brennan to find some kind of indisputable physical evidence that will convince the Klingons that Wolfgang was not acting of his own volition. Meanwhile, Commander Sori and her warbirds have already left the Orkon system, apparently headed back into Romulan space. While House Morvock's deal with the Romulans has been exposed and nullified, and it is likely that overall Klingon-Romulan relations have been poisoned in general, or at least badly eroded, this doesn't get us any closer to restoring the timeline or saving Wolfgang. Moreover, I suspect that Counselor Gorkon's life is still in danger. If the Romulans could turn Wolfgang in a matter of hours, what have they been able to do with the 5 Starfleet officers Morvock captured from LP-129? End log.
So, as the log stated, currently you're on getting ready to depart for Kronos. Currently, Commander Wolfgang is locked up in the brig. Assuming the doctor, since the doctor's not here, is working on figuring out what the Romulans possibly did to him.
Right.
But I will leave it up to you guys to where to go from here.
First, Commander Martell, come with me to my ready room. Martell's not here, so I will. It's not in. Okay, I've moved you into the ready room. Commander, I don't know how long Commander von Wartburg is going to be disabled, so there's some unfortunate business that we have to take care of first. Computer.
Acknowledge it. A beep.
Okay.
I don't have a sound effect. I was looking for one.
It's okay. Computer, lock out all command codes and executive officer privileges for Commander Wolfgang von Wartburg, code Haggard Zulu 167 Zulu Zulu.
Computer acknowledges. Beep.
Computer, command codes for Lieutenant Commander Jason Martell are upgraded to executive officer status and authority. Haggard Zulu 167 Zulu Zulu. There it goes. All right, Commander. You now have the full command code authority as executive officer for the Argo until such time as Commander von Wartburg is deemed fit by the doctor to return to duty. Now, I know you're a passionate man, but as executive officer, you're going to be managing a lot of different, sometimes abrasive personalities. So I want you to try and take a breath sometimes before starting to shout at someone, let's say. You there, Caleb?
Sorry, I didn't know you were talking to me. My internet had cut out, but
That's good. Yeah, I just locked out Wolfgang's command codes and upgraded yours to XO authority until such time as Wolfgang is deemed medically fit to resume his duties.
all right, Martel will go. Thank you, sir. I'll do my best not to have a emotional outburst.
Well, sometimes they're necessary, but just remember that as executive officer, you've got to keep more than engineering in your mind.
I understand that, sir. I will try my best to do so.
I'm sure you'll do fine. You're an excellent officer. All right, unless there's anything else, you have any questions or concerns?
No, sir, I don't.
Very well, let's get to it. And head back to the bridge.
Commander Wolfgang, what are you up to in your 4x4?
Probably examining the force field emitter to see if there's any weaknesses in it I can probe. Hey, it's something to do when you're locked up in a break cell.
Give me insight plus security, difficulty 2.
Ha.
You've analyzed the force field. It'd be very difficult to take it down, but you think you could do it from inside your cell?
All right. At that point, I'll probably guard.
Yes,
'Cause I presume
Commander.
somebody's out there. Yes. Could I have something to read in here?
Possibly. Let me check with I forget what is Rayburn's rank.
I believe I'm a lieutenant.
Lieutenant, yeah.
I'll check with the lieutenant. One moment. Lieutenant Rayburn.
Does Rayburn go on?
We have a request from Commander Wolfgang. He likes some reading material.
Quest denied.
Okay, sir. I will inform him of the results.
Very good. Rayburn out.
Sorry, Commander. Lieutenant says he can't have any reading material at this time.
right then. I would like some material to a pad to write a complaint for my conditions, since I, as I understand it, don't have an advocate present. So. He just sits there calmly as he says that, just kind of waiting.
Well,
Also, I am to get an advocate of some kind for my imprisonment. Perhaps the XO should... Oh, that's right.
if you like, I can.
Stares at the security guard.
I'll see what I could do, sir. Lieutenant Rayburn, this is the brig. Please come in.
Rayburn, go ahead.
The Commander Wolfgang would like to file a complaint. He requires a pad to fill out a formal complaint form.
Tell him he can dictate it to you. Request denied.
Yes, sir. Well, he grabs a pad and walks over. If you like, Commander, I will jot down your complaint here through the force field.
Ah, I see. Are you with the Judge Advocate General's office?
No, but I am a security officer. You should know this.
Oh, yes,
Commander.
I know. I'm just making sure you do. And I believe that you have certain vested interests against keeping anything I tell you secret. And in fact, given my unusual incarceration, it is entirely possible that this may be some effort to suppress my efforts to make a complaint. That may be no fault of your own, but of your superiors. So instead, I would like to request a advocate present to be dictated to in private time to have that dictation, since this is a legal matter of some kind. Unless, of course, I'm being denied my rights as a Federation citizen.
No, sir.
Ensign.
You should be aware that there are no JAG officers here on board the ship.
That is a problem, Ensign, isn't it?
Are you okay, sir?
I'm mildly annoyed, Ensign. Just mildly annoyed. I'm trying not to take it out on you. I'm just trying to follow the appropriate procedures that any Federation citizen should have available to them.
Right. Very well. I mean, you.
Perhaps you should put it in with the, since I assume that I've been relieved of command, I would request that my legal rights be observed or examined by the acting executive officer of the ship or the captain. Have fun with that, Ensign. He lays down.
Yeah. Okay. He walks back over to station. Oh, that's gonna kill me. This is Ensign Martinez. Bridge. Who is currently active or acting XO?
That would be Commander Martel.
Terribly sorry, sir, but could did Commander Martel come down here? Commander Wolfgang would like to lodge a formal complaint and some other things, as well as a legal observer.
Understood. Haggard out.
So gonna get demoted. Oh God.
Commander Martel, if you'll be so good as to represent the Judge Advocate General's office in this matter. I will advise you, however, do not enter the cell with Commander von Wartburg. We know that something has been done to his mind that he remains a brilliant scientist with decades of Starfleet intelligence training who thinks that he's trying to save the Federation by assassinating a Klingon High Counselor. So do what you need to do, but be careful.
Understood, sir, although I will say I do not have much legal experience.
Ensign Kumala, I'm sorry, she's not Ensign, I think she's a Master Chief. Master Chief Kamalo is the closest thing we have to a legal expert on board.
Sir, if you
Chief
would,
Petty Officer.
I believe I can take care of handling the advocate.
How do you mean, Mr. Rayburn?
Well, sir, I'll make sure that I find a good advocate that will be non-judgmental in any way against the commander, sir.
Well, Commander von Wartburg has requested the executive officer, which is the right under the Starfleet Code of Military Justice. Honestly, I'm not sure. I'll make the argument, but I'm not sure how much of the Federation legal niceties are going to be observed here. The important thing is we need to find evidence that the Klingons will believe that Commander von Wartburg's mind has been tampered with, which means we need to get him to a secure location in sickbay where the doctor's team can perform the tests necessary to prove that. So I want you to make sure that he gets from his cell to sickbay securely and is secured in sickbay.
Might I recommend that we sedate him before transfer?
Surely that won't be necessary, Mr. Rayburn.
It would be the most efficient and secure way of transferring the prisoner, sir.
Mr. Rayburn, surely you and the security department can keep an eye on one man long enough to get him from one deck to another.
Of course, sir.
And for all I know, the medical team will need him unsedated to perform their tests, but check with them first. And Mr. Rayburn, things are tense enough. Try not to upset the doctor and his people any more than usual.
Of course, sir. I will be my always present diplomatic self.
Mr. Rayburn, perhaps you should try being someone else's diplomatic self.
That would be most difficult, sir.
Understood. All right. Commander Martell, Lieutenant Rayburn, you have your orders. Keep me in the loop.
Understood, sir.
And I would like to basically start planning out this move to try to potentially make an advantage for myself. If that is a possibility.
Do you want Kumalo with you, Martell?
Definitely, because I know my presence command roles are not going to be anything like what they should.
What kind of advantage are you wanting to create here? To be exact.
Basically, I'm looking to make an advantage for myself to make escape from our custody more difficult. And I also have some ideas on things I'd like to do along the way that I'll text or message you.
Okay. Let's make this control plus security difficulty 2.
All right. Let me find my character sheet. Probably should have done this earlier, but you know. Where did I go? I'm here somewhere. Ah, there I am. All right. You say control security?
Yes, control security.
All right. Do we have any momentum yet?
No.
Can I give you a threat for an extra die?
Certainly.
And can I use combat tactics as a focus?
An increased complication, because this is a little bit of a stretch here.
So I can use it, but I'll have extra complication.
Complication range goes up by 1.
Sure, why not? What could go wrong?
Gain 1 momentum.
Haha.
So yeah, you have essentially a plan to when you do release Wolfgang from the cell. If he manages to get loose, the corridor that he'll be escorting to the transporter room will be essentially it's one way. Everything will be locked down. Security officers will be able to respond quickly in a timely manner in case he gets away from your custody.
Yep.
Hey, GM, are we still in orbit of Orcon?
Yes, you're still in orbit.
Okay.
They haven't given signal yet to transfer
Okay.
Wolfgang over to the Mek'leth battle cruiser.
Cool.
Yep. What do you guys want to do next?
I guess Martel could walk into the brig with everybody that's supposed to be there.
Kamala will have a pad ready.
Well, Commander Wolfgang, you asked to see the current executive officer.
Ah, yes. Pleasure to see you, Lieutenant Commander, Yeoman. Lieutenant.
Commander?
I was speaking to Rayburn, Yeoman, but...
No, but you also said hello to her.
Oh, she didn't say anything right away. I was like, oh, maybe she didn't say anything. Anyway, so yes. Well, Lieutenant Commander, I would like to have a conference with my advocate, given my current incarceration. I am perfectly fine with Kamalo being the helping you keep the records in order. However, I do feel that Lieutenant Rayburn, I would rather he wasn't present in the room when I was having the discussion, since he is my current jailer.
Well, you see, Commander, we're at a conundrum. Your current, how should we say this? Your current circumstances are not how they're going to be for long. We're supposed to transfer you over to the Klingon cruiser soon. So, lodging a complaint wouldn't really help, Commander. However, we do ask that we have a brief, since we have the time, possibly get you down to sickbay and start a mental examination.
Well, the reason I wish to lodge a complaint really is, honestly, my rights as a Federation citizen and as a Starfleet officer are being trampled on in this rather expedited surrender of a decorated officer into Klingon custody without due process. But if you feel that suppression of information and justice is in the interest of the Argo, then you do what you must. And as for getting sick bay and being examined, I think I might have to refuse, given that as my rights are being trampled upon at this time, I feel that somehow the medical treatment I may get may not be up to the standards I was brought up with when I signed up for Starfleet.
I recommend we sedate him again.
I believe that would be assault, since I'm currently not a threat to anyone.
You're resisting a lawful order.
What is lawful about it? Medical attention requires consent. You would in fact be drugging me, attacking me with a drug. It's no different than firing a phaser upon me.
Okay. Someone want to give me my phaser?
Is this the Starfleet you signed up for, Lieutenant Commander?
He
Firing
is a
upon
teller.
unarmed prisoners?
He is a Tellarite, Commander.
And I'm a Federation citizen. That changes nothing.
Never mind. Rayburn. At least I think it's Rayburn.
It is.
Yeah. Rayburn. I would highly recommend that you not do that. As a matter of fact, would you mind going and waiting in your office for a minute?
Very well. However, before the transfer, we will require him to change out of the uniform into a standardized brig uniform, just to make sure that there is nothing concealed.
Oh, I've been court-martialed. That's news.
And then Rayburn heads off into his little office.
The fact of the matter, Lieutenant Commander, is that the complaint, even should I be killed by the Klingons in this miscarriage of justice, I do want it on the record so that way those in command and those in power can appropriately address this chain of activity. Although my methods may have been unorthodox, they were largely in the interest of the Federation, and in fact, I should be judged by my peers and by my government rather than our not too long ago enemies. Treaty or not.
Well, that was too much for him. Kamala says, our legal situation is tricky, Commander. Technically, since the crime occurred in Klingon territory with multiple witnesses, Federation law does tend to favor legal proceedings to take place under the authority of the region, area, planet where it occurred. So I'm not sure that you really have too much legal standing. And you may be reading more Federation rights into this than you may actually have under the present circumstances. But again, I would need to do some serious research. Cases like this don't happen terribly often, but precedent does lean towards the Federation citizen being tried under the laws of the system where the crime was committed, in this case, well within the Klingon-controlled space.
But usually there's some level of extradition process that's done, yes? Rather than under armed guard and under duress, as currently our ship has surrendered to hostile forces.
I don't think Captain Haggard would agree with your analysis of the situation, sir.
That's why I require an advocate who will give me a zealous defense, rather than one that will sedate me or fire a phaser upon me should I disagree with his policies.
Well, the problem with that, sir, is that I'm fairly well versed on Federation law, but even so, I'm not a member of the Judge Advocate General, and I'm certainly no expert on Klingon legal systems.
That's why the complaint will be as much as we can dare hope for, I think, since I doubt that we're going to be heading back to friendly territory, or indeed that the Argo will be allowed to go back to Federation space. I quite, in fact, think we're all going to die or be captured. But I would like us to send off my complaint over subspace as soon as possible. That way, at least some record of the folly is kept from the other side of the aisle.
Well, I can certainly take down whatever statement you wish to make, sir, and I will personally see to it that it is transmitted back home.
Very good. I would also like to push my advocate to make sure that I'm able to, before we have our transfer, I would like my final moments of being in the Federation to be spent reading over details of my ship and of the Federation law in my own time. Hence why I wanted reading material. However, for some reason, security denied me that basic element, although I'm not sure how exactly I would break out of a cell with a pad. I mean, I suppose I could with several tools, but I think the trained and rather prompt security service here seems to be well versed in the ability to fire upon prisoners, so I think I wouldn't get very far.
That's a little bit above my pay grade, sir. But I'm ready to take your statement or complaint whenever you are.
Oh, yes. And he'll go on a bit of a rant for a bit. I'll save you all from that.
Yeah, Kamala will dutifully take it down word for word and
Rayburn looks for Captain Haggard.
You'll find him in that center chair.
I go and up there, and you see I have a large rock in my hand written "Advocate for Wolfgang." Will this do, sir?
That is a rock, Mr. Rayburn?
It will
Did you
not
take
judge.
that from one of the botanical gardens?
Well, it didn't seem to be in use there, so he did need an advocate that would not betray any of his secrets, sir.
think that is the function that the first officer is currently serving with Lieutenant Kamalo. So how go the preparations to move him to sickbay?
Sir, I've taken considerable precautions. In fact, let me hand you this pad here. I've prepared a full report of everything we have planned for the commander, should things get out of hand.
I will take the pad and then kind of brush off the dirt that had been clinging to the rock and that has fallen onto the pad. This looks fine. Make the transfer to sickbay as soon as possible. I don't know when the Klingons are going to want him on board their ship, and we need to get what evidence we can as soon as we can.
And did you get my message?
Ah! Seems extreme, but okay. Captain to sickbay. Somebody be on sauce.
Sickbay here. Go ahead, Captain.
Dr. Ansas, I'm sure Mr. Rayburn has been in touch about securing the quarantine section for an examination of Commander von Wartburg. We are about to make the transfer. Is everything ready on your end?
Let me double check one moment, please, Captain. And he'll do one quick. He'll personally inspect to make sure everything's set up the way that was laid out by the security chief. I'm assuming nothing's wrong. He'll come back and say, yes, Captain. Everything's quite in order, I believe. Although it is somewhat unorthodox. But it's the sickbay should suffice in its efforts.
Thank you, Dr. Ansas. I'll be with you shortly. Haggard out. Mr. Rayburn, clear the necessary corridors and let's make this transfer.
Aye, sir.
Mr. Chitre, you have the bridge. I will accompany Mr. Rayburn and the commander.
Aye, sir.
And I get on the comms and say to all security personnel, Operation Move Weiner is in effect.
They acknowledge.
It was either that or dead man walking.
So yes, Captain, you head towards the brig with Mr. Rayburn.
Alrighty, and I come in with basically the very bland, like orange uniform. Here we are, your uniform, your footwear, as is required.
Actually, Lieutenant Commander von Wartburg has not been court-martialed, and therefore, and he has been thoroughly searched, so I don't think we'll be putting him in prison garb.
It would be the safest way, sir, just to ensure that there's absolutely nothing that we've missed.
Safety aside, he remains a serving officer, and at this point, I don't think, and Yeoman Kamalo can back me up on this, I think that we have the right to strip him of his uniform and put him in prison togs until and unless he's convicted of a crime after a trial. So I will just have to trust you and your men to...
How about, sir, a compromise? No uniform, simply make sure that he wears these shoes as they are, softer and less likely to cause injury should he put up a fight, which he has already proven that he is a danger to himself and others.
Actually, I think that's what we're about to determine, as I recall. That's what this whole medical farce is about.
Oh, I think we've determined that you're definitely a danger to others, particularly if they're Klingons.
Well, there's no Klingons here, sir, so little threat of that. As far as we know, anyway.
All right. We're just going to go to sickbay, at which point, if the doctors tell you to take off your shoes, we'll take off your shoes. If they don't need you to take off your shoes, you won't have to take off your shoes. Mr. Rayburn, if Commander von Wartburg does anything at all untoward, I give you permission to stun the living daylights out of him. How's that?
Very good, sir.
Commander von Wartburg, I'm sure you don't need to be reminded that Lieutenant Rayburn would happily stun the living daylights out of you. So let's just take a short walk and all will be well.
Oh, if you say so, Captain. And I'll stand next to the force field and just wait patiently.
And I'll kind of fall into the rear of whatever formation that Rayburn's got going.
And I'll give a nod to the security officer to lower the force field. And then as it goes down,
Okay.
I'll look to...
So, whoever is standing near the force field needs to make a within a decent radius. So, everyone except for the captain, because you're far enough away, and the poor security guy needs to make a fitness security difficulty 2.
I don't have focus for this. What's the difficulty again?
2.
2.
Fitness security.
I'll buy a die.
Out of curiosity, would survival count for focus?
No.
No. Okay. Complication range 1.
Yes. Rayburn makes it. The yeoman someone wants to roll, and then I'll just grab Martell sheet.
Oh no.
Okay. Ooh. Well, like, you know what? That's.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I saw that
re-roll
coming.
some of that.
Oh no.
That's even worse. Okay, well, it's not vicious or anything like that, but that's 7
Yeah.
stress to people who failed. As the force field suddenly explodes.
And how much do you take if you succeed?
Uh, None. You move out of the way as you hear the overload from the force field.
Ah,
As the
okay.
poor ensign is thrown pretty far away and straight into as the complication for Commander Martel. Uh, thrown straight into him, knocking both of them out, and yeah,
What's the damage?
it's 7.
Yeah, Kamala goes down too.
Now, did Wolfgang go down, or?
Oh, he went
what's
down
his-
as well.
Oh yeah. I had a secret roll, and I'm like, nope, that didn't work. Well,
I, being the only one up, run over and hit comms. Medical emergency in the brig. Mass casualty.
That's for the what happened in the brig.
It's for the what?
The red alert sign is going off because of the explosion in the brig.
Ah,
Damn it, Captain! I told you we should have done a mass casualty drill.
Haggard to bridge. Send a damage repair team to security block A. We have 3 unconscious officers. Send medical teams to transport them to sickbay. Anybody lethally injured?
No, it's
who
not
knows?
lethal.
Hey, some of us may not have all that much stress.
Well, on the bright side, at least he won't complain about going to sickbay.
Okay,
Sick bay is a little full right now.
that's right.
I will personally carry Wolfgang to sickbay.
I'd say we'd probably have him in here. I guess I'll take Ansas since Caleb's not here. Or unless you want to run him, GM.
Oh, he's unconscious right now.
All right, so you're going to have Wolfgang can run Ansas. Brilliant.
And be fine.
All right then. So, slight problem I noticed.
Yes, doctor?
Well, I seem to have 3 patients instead of 1. And what exactly happened? As he begins scanning him, like puzzled, like how is he?
I would guess that in an attempt to escape, Commander von Wartburg somehow managed to rig the force shield generators in his cell to overload when someone attempted to take them down.
That would explain why he was so determined to get someone to lower the shield to give him a pad or some other implement.
It seems quite foolish, frankly. I mean, why not just try to break out of here?
Well, if he could have done it when only 1 or 2 people were in the immediate area, he might have been able to get a lot farther than he can from here. He knew once he was here, he might as well be in another cell. So,
This is true. Now, let's see if you've died on us, sir. I'd rather you didn't. I would look bad on my numbers. And he's going to scan to see how bad the commander is and see if this guy's dying on him or not.
Reason plus medicine, difficulty of 1.
Radiology as a focus, because I'm using the scanning equipment in the bay.
Sure. Yeah, assisted by the ship's sensors plus medicine.
And gonna throw a momentum at this for cautious. Gonna mark that I use this guy. Type in. I almost forgot what the name of this episode was. You'd think I'd remember. Doop, doop. Well, he has cautious medicine, so reroll that 0. There we go.
Ship's sensors plus medicine, which technically I guess would be difficulty 0. Just forgot you have advanced sensors. So 2 momentum gained.
Well, Captain, you'll be relieved to know that he is currently suffering from minor electrical burns. He's singed, but he'll live. Some dermal regeneration will tidy up the wounding, and while I have him, I'll be able to examine him. Everyone's AFK. By the way, do secondary characters upgrade every time you activate them, or is it every other time?
Supporting characters do. Every time you activate them. It's just there's a limit. So
Oh,
one
yeah, I was just
attribute, 1 discipline, 3 focuses.
I think I've gotten
4
everybody
values.
who's maxed out noted in their notes. They're like a
Yeah, 'cause this
couple.
is Ansas's 6th activation. He's had a cautious medicine. He's had a value medicine increase. He got a talent. I think that's all he can do. Actually, we can't upgrade him anymore. Yeah.
Hold on.
There's technically 14 upgrades.
Oh.
Total 15. Yeah, it's 4 values, 4 talents, 3 focuses, 1 attribute, and 1 discipline. They're almost as powerful as a player character when they're first starting out, except they're minus 1 attribute and 1 discipline.
Mm-hmm.
I'll write in some value for him or something. There's just more. I was just making sure of it. But yes, Captain, I can begin that examination. And would you like me to examine the other injured as well, or would you rather that be left to the others at the moment? You've seen how bad the explosion was, and if it's anything like his, it shouldn't be too bad, but I get the sense that there's a certain level of urgency with the commander.
Indeed. Use your best medical judgment, but we don't know when the Klingons will be demanding that we turn over Commander von Wartburg, and we need to have all the evidence we can in hand by that point.
Very well. One moment, Captain. And it's just going to click an intercom and ask for other medical personnel to look after Kamalo and Martel. Because he assumes he's going to be looking at Wolfgang for a while. And go ahead, Gio.
So, what kind of scans are you guys wanting to perform? You want to perform like a mental brainwave scan, or well, check his neurons or whatever?
Basically, whatever would show up signs of brainwashing and conditioning.
So that will be a neural scan of some kind.
And torture.
Grandmas don't really
Well,
do
torture's,
the whole
you know.
torture thing. They like to manipulate.
Well,
to a degree. Depends. So yeah. Reason plus medicine. Difficulty of 4. Assisted by the ship's sensors. Plus medicine, which would make it a difficulty of 3.
blah, 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 blah. Just checking something.
Remember,
Okay,
you
cool.
can invoke a sickbay advantage.
Did you add? You did, yes, the ship does have advanced sick base, so you can invoke the advantage. So you can reduce the difficulty by 1. You're calling in additional medicals.
Yep. Yeah, I'll use the advanced 6 bays facilities.
That means actually you got 2.
The other one's for chiefs for CMO only.
Yep. So it's chief medical officer power.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
If anything, on that's chief surgeon, so it's a different power anyway.
Difficulty of 2.
Radiology, because I'm scanning him with the equipment.
Sure.
Throw momentum at it. I should be able to get with 2, especially with the ship helping. There we go.
Sorry, wrong button.
I do that much damage to him. No,
3 momentum gained.
Oh, signs of torture here. Nope, that's just the electrical burn. Nope, no. Well, I have some preliminary results, Captain. And Mr. Rayburn, it would seem that this person has undergone some extreme alterations to the brain.
Surgical alterations?
Moment. High resolution. Do we have that for the ship?
I'm just giving it to you.
Okay. Yes, Captain. It would appear so.
Can you correct it?
Well, I am a surgeon, but I will look into it and see exactly how feasible it would be, and with our current facilities. Let's see. It would require that drug, and well, frankly, Captain, I'm not entirely sure, much as I would despise saying such a thing, but the methodology used is not entirely familiar to me. I can tell that there were surgical alterations done to the brain, but they're in such extreme manners that it's hard to be sure if I'll be able to reverse it without causing damage.
Do these alterations pose a current threat to his physical health?
Well, thinking about it and looking over the biometrics, it would appear not. It isn't compromising any of his ability to breathe or think or any other vital functions.
Very well. What's your professional medical opinion? Is it worth trying the surgery at this point, or?
Well, so it comes down to this. If I believe that the patient wishes to have the surgery done, I could do it. But since there is no immediate, as far as I'm aware, threat to life, it would be unethical of me to perform a medically unnecessary surgery. Even if it was non-life threatening, it would be. I would have to answer very highly to Starfleet Medical if I were to perform a surgery without imminent death or consent of the patient.
Now,
Although,
Captain, tell me, what is the current punishment for attempted murder of a high-ranking Klingon?
Well, probably the best that we could hope for if the Klingons wanted to maintain the status quo in relationship with the Federation and not go to war. Probably the best we could hope for would be a life sentence at Rura Pinte or some similar hellhole.
Yes.
Otherwise, I believe it's execution by some.
Yes.
Hmm.
That sounds most life-threatening to me, Captain.
True. Dr. Anzas, please make. You have documented everything you found?
Indeed, sir. It's been automatically logged this entire time.
Excellent. I'll need you to download that to a pad for me. Haggard here.
Perhaps something is wrong with the intercom system.
Oh, yeah, I love it when I have my mic muted and I start talking.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah. Captain Hager, we're receiving a hail from the battlecruiser Mechleth. They're requesting that Commander von Wartburg be transported over to the Mechleth, where they will also transport over the hostages that were taken by House Morvac.
Understood. Well, Doctor, it looks like we're going to need to be able to move Commander von Wartburg immediately. Mr. Rayburn, there is every possibility that the officers we're about to received similar treatment to Commander von Wartburg. So I want security to escort them here to sickbay where Dr. Ansas can examine them and make sure that all is well.
Yes, sir. I will personally escort them myself.
Captain, I might have a suggestion.
Yes, Doctor?
Well, it would appear to me that the patient may require some immediate surgical care, and I don't think it'd be entirely safe to move him while he's in the surgery bay until I'm finished.
Understood, Doctor.
Please send the apologies to my medical counterpart aboard the Klingon ship. I would hate to inconvenience. He kind of sticks up his nose a little bit at that last bit, like
Understood, Doctor.
Klingon doctors.
The captain will head back to the bridge and hail General Kern, I believe.
Yeah, that is correct. Scene change, so you're down 1 momentum.
Okay.
Give it back.
And everybody's stress is restored.
It is.
Lieutenant Mira, see if you can get me General Kern.
Patching you through now. And on the view screen appears the general.
General, I'm afraid there is going to be a delay. Commander von Wartburg, during an escape attempt, managed to injure himself, and he's currently undergoing surgery in my sick bay. We have, as part of the procedure, my doctors discovered evidence of surgical brain tampering on my officer. I'm ready to share this information with you, and I'm also more than happy to allow your doctor to examine Commander von Wartburg himself. I believe this evidence shows that he was not acting in his own right mind when he attacked Counselor Gorkon, and that the Romulans or House Morvock or some combination of both are responsible for this horrific violation of his mind to twist him to undertake actions that he would never undertake under normal circumstances.
Give me presence command. Opposed.
What is my difficulty, or is it just one of those?
It's opposed. Like I'm rolling against you.
Presence command. Okay, I will give you 1 threat for bold and 2 momentum for the 4th die. And the last momentum and 2 more threat for the 5th die.
So that's all the momentum spent?
Yep. Focus and persuasion.
Sure.
Oh, no.
Presence command. And I'll re-roll the 0.
Crit fail. Oh.
Shut up. So that would be 5.
Ooh. Okay. So take 2 momentum as he grunts. Very well, Captain. You have 1 hour. We will open fire.
Do you wish your physician to examine the commander?
Myself and our surgeon will beam aboard.
Understood. I will meet you in our transporter room.
Very well.
Haggard, out. And thank you, General.
It goes Blake.
Mr. Rayburn, I think it's best that I meet the General and his doctor alone. Except for Mr. Anders, of course.
Sir, is that wise? They are Klingons, after all.
Understood. And I've had my own dealings with Klingons, but in this case, I think perhaps my diplomatic approach might be more efficacious than yours.
I disagree, sir.
Noted, Lieutenant. And I will head down to the transporter room. GM, what's the name of the Klingon cruiser?
The Mechlith.
They named their ship Sword.
Yeah.
And what's the what class is she?
Kating.
It's a modern D7.
Captain, we've received the hostages already. They've already been taken to the designated area. We're waiting to receive the general and his physician.
Excellent. Let's welcome our guests aboard, Mr. Anders. Energize. General, welcome aboard the Argo.
He just kind of looks around the room a little bit. Kapla, Captain.
Mm.
This is my physician, well, surgeon. Your terms. I need to come up with a name.
A pleasure, Doctor. If you will follow me, I will be happy to escort you to sickbay. And then, perhaps, General, you'll join me for a cup of coffee. It's a beverage I think you might enjoy.
Very well. But first, I want to see the assassin.
Of course. He's in a secure area of our sickbay. Right this way. If I may ask, General, what is the condition of Councilman Gorkon? .
He looks to the physician and he's all right. He suffered a minor phaser wound, which we were able to treat.
I'm very pleased to hear that. Toddle all not to sick bay. Right this way, gentlemen. Dr. Ansas, I'll do the communicator bit.
Yes, Captain.
General Kern and his physician wish to examine Commander von Wartburg.
One moment, sir.
Does Jensen have any reaction when I walk into sickbay with the 2 Klingons?
She's actually asleep.
Okay.
Very well. All set, Captain.
I'll usher the Klingons in.
The
Oh,
general,
Klingon visitors. Joy.
Doctor. Best behavior.
Oh, that was Wolfgang, sorry.
Oh. Commander, best behavior.
Sir?
you
Dr.
say,
Ansas, if you could share with our visitors what you discovered upon examining Commander von Wartburg.
It would seem that the patient has undergone some level of surgery done to his brain that has created some other severe alterations. In fact, I can show you on this screen here that you can see in the front lobe there are certain, and he goes into painful detail because he loves talking about stuff. Because he's a radiologist, like, hey, here's all the scans, and here's why it makes sense. Kind of look to the 2 Klingons to make sure they understand what he's saying, because he doesn't really think they.
And Doctor, perhaps you could put up some of the scans taken at Commander von Wartburg's previous physical to make the differences apparent.
Yes. You can see here that there are the 2 differences between them that are quite stark, in fact.
yes, yes.
Well, I don't know.
I see the difference here, but this is quite peculiar. I've never seen manipulation of a species' brain quite this advanced before.
For once, I agree with you. I have not encountered something like this before myself, and I've done research various surgeries across the galaxy, and this is uniquely unknown to me. Frustratingly.
Well, rumor has it the Romulan brainwashing techniques are highly advanced. Although I have no hard data on any of their surgical or psychological capabilities. Just a couple of hundred years of massive distrust.
Indeed, I was about to undergo the surgery to see about reversing it and possibly, in my efforts, be able to understand it better. And that way we may be able to get to see what would happen without it.
And I turned to the general. I wanted you and your doctor to see this before the surgery began and to give your doctor a chance to run his own scans to confirm our findings.
Dr. Vor, do you think that is necessary? He just nods. Of course, General. He walks up to Commander Wolfgang.
Keeping a wary eye on this Klingon, and on Wolfgang for that matter.
Wolfgang's gonna look pointedly at the captain and then glance at the Klingons, trying to signal to you.
What's he trying to signal? We've established that we have a...
I think the GM's gonna require me to roll.
Okay.
Just got a feeling. Any particular role to signal the captain? Or does the brain stuff manage that? Cool. Cool. So yeah, basically, Jam, he's trying to signal to the captain that the two of them two of the Klingons are armed and showing great concern about that. That's what I'm trying to do anyway.
Of course they're armed. They're Klingons.
Well, yeah, but he's trying to they're really close, and I did shoot one of them. Can they not be like right within stabbing distance or disruptor range? That'd be nice.
He finishes his scan, walks over to the General. My analysis scans are a match, General. Just nods. And you say that the Romulans did this sort of brainwashing.
Nothing definite, General, but rumors and hints from Starfleet intelligence. I have nothing concrete that I can point to and go, look, this is the work of a Romulan scalpel. But we didn't do it, and I'm assuming you didn't do it. And I don't think, from my brief meeting with House Morvock, that they have the particular capabilities to. So as far as I know, Commander von Wartburg has only been in the hands of the Romulans on Commander Sori's vessel. My security officer reported that right before she and her people beamed away from the planet's surface, she placed one of her officers apparently under arrest, or had her security seize him. So something happened there.
He reaches for his belt, ready to pull something out of it.
I watch very warily, but don't do
Pulls
anything
out
rash.
his communicator.
Mm-hmm.
And in Klingon, I should do the translator.
Mok Chodi Chu.
Wait, doesn't that mean?
And I have Klingon culture, not Klingon language.
can't even say that. He just said something in Klingon that translator didn't really pick up. Like, oh, this is actually really hard. I will paste this in chat.
Carl Sagan is a Romulan. No.
Captain, might I have a word?
Which of you is this?
Wolfgang.
Certainly, Commander.
Looks at the Klingons and, in private.
Kind of lean in and go, Wolfgang, I'm trying to save your ass here.
And I'm trying to save yours.
Just say what you have to say and we'll deal with the fallout.
The surgery's part of my training. It was for this mission. It has nothing to do with Romulans. Which, as much as I would like to pull them into this, they might figure that out pretty quickly.
Understood. Just follow my lead.
Okay.
Well, General?
Yes, Captain. I'd like to return to my vessel as soon as possible.
Of course.
However, because of this, he seems well enough. I would like him to still be transferred to my vessel at a moment's notice.
Sorry, I didn't catch the last part of that. Like him to be transferred to my vessel.
At a moment's notice, Captain. He seems well enough. Surgery or not. So we have proof. He will be held in custody.
Of course, General.
Ansis looks at the captain and, Captain, the process is started, and I do believe it is quite important that this is reversed.
As do I. However, unless I mistake the General's meaning, if you began the procedure, I don't think they would take no for an answer should they demand his transport. In which case, things, as I understand it anyway, gets several orders of magnitude worse.
Well, I'd be perfectly fine with their doctor observing the procedure. I mean,
General?
where exactly are we going to go? You have one of your men here, which he seemed perfectly competent.
Very well. But I must return to my vessel. My doctor will stay here. And help if need be.
Of course, General. I'll escort you back to the transporter room.
He nods.
What do you intend to do, General? I ask as we're walking back.
What the Empire commands me to. Justice. For the honor of the council member.
But I can tell you one thing. I've known Commander von Wartburg for many years. While he is a loyal Starfleet officer and served us well in his years in Starfleet intelligence, he is no assassin. Whatever they did to him is what caused his attack. He is not himself.
You say that, but how do you know? Operatives like that take time to develop sometimes.
I know because he is my friend. More than that, he has stood by my side in battle more times than I can count, and saved my life as I have saved his. Ours is a warrior's bond, I suppose you would put it.
If it is a warrior's bond, if any of my friends were to suffer this sort of fate, I would put a dagger in them to do honor for them so they may travel to Stovacor.
Our ways are different. I have hope that Dr. Ansas, he's an excellent surgeon, will be able to restore my friend to his former self, and therefore give him further opportunities to save my life in battle again. But General, I think one thing that we can both agree on, someone wants Counselor Gorkon dead, more than likely to destabilize relations between the Federation and the Klingon Empire and make them even worse than they already are. I urge you to keep a watchful eye to his safety.
He is under guard. Some of my best warriors, even a legendary Daha master, is placed in charge of his security.
Good. I am relieved. I fear with his death, nothing would prevent war between our two peoples. Then the only winner of such a conflict would be the Romulans.
Meanwhile, as the both you're talking in sickbay, the Klingon surgeon starts to assist Ansas.
Doctor, you've performed surgeries like this before? Or brain surgery in general, I mean.
No, but
Right.
I
So
will-
there's tools over there, and when I ask for them, just hand them to me and try not to touch anything.
You want Avalop to assist?
Yes, that'd be ideal as well. Pull her in. All right, Commander, we're about to perform the surgery. This is for your sake, and it has been noted in them that this is being done under my discretion. So please try not to move around too much while I just attach these to you.
Talk to yourself. Do it.
At which point, I wish that Rayburn was here, because Wolfgang tries to take the darn neurocalipers away from Ansys.
Avalop will nerve pinch him.
So how do you want to handle this, GM? So,
You
no,
can.
I don't see him just sitting there letting this happen. I'm like, nah, he has to try to get out of it. Unfortunately, I just put those in earlier.
One of you guys can roll for Ansas while
Thank you.
Wolfgang, other than Wolfgang, while Wolfgang rolls the opposed. So, but yes, this is going to be a daring security opposed roll. Ansas, you're trying to.
Kichi, why don't you roll for Ansas and I'll take Avlop.
Sure. Let me find them here.
Get everybody in on the action.
Just those moments I'm slowly doing the calculations, going, "Oh, I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna need help with this, unless I'm fighting myself." Oh, the stress is gone. Yay!
Yep.
There he is. All right. What is the roll?
It's opposed, daring security. Ansas. So yeah, Wolf game, please. Daring security opposed. Complication.
Spend a threat for an extra die. I don't have a focus. I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, never mind. Sorry. Daring security. Whoops. Wow.
It's fine. Ouch.
I private rolled the GM by accident there, so GM can see it.
Yeah, I can see it. So he has 4. There's a complication for Ansas, but yeah, you grab the neural. Are you shoving him away, or are you gonna slug it?
I would actually like to try to shove the calipers onto him to knock him out. So I don't know if you want me to spend threat for that, or if that's another like a quick to action, or if you just want me to do damage. Because the idea was to get the thing. Mainly, I'm trying to get the caliper so he can't attach them to me anymore.
It's a minor to.
Those will not.
It's a minor to like essentially disarm. So the minor could be to grab them from him.
But it would be another task. I need the swift task to attack him again.
And you'll have to make a medicine roll to activate.
Yeah, which doable. It'll be a. Yeah. Okay.
The swift task. It is an increased difficulty, so
Probably gonna buy dice.
Ansas needs to roll another opposed daring security roll.
Spend all the momentum.
Oh, I only have 2.
Yeah, but
Can only get 1 dice with 1. Unless you're doing 3, then you have to give me a threat.
Okay, I'll use 1 to get an extra die. So what could go wrong?
And says no. I feel bad.
This isn't his forte.
At least a threat for an extra die, I think, just
Yeah.
because you've increased difficulty. Do you want me to spend another one, or
No.
you know your pool? Yeah, because I don't want to spend it all on you. Well, I do, but he doesn't. I don't think. Oh.
Tie.
Goes to the attacker, usually.
No, melee combat's different.
Oh, okay.
There's 2 roll-ins. So page 82, there's a roll-in that the tie goes to the attacker. On page 282, there's a little subsection there with melee combat. So whenever there's a tie, nothing happens, or there's a complication that either side can, if they wish to succeed, at cost.
It'd be kind of weird for nothing to happen. I mean, it'd be basically be like,
It's
we fight over it. Okay, we'll just set her out and call it even.
Yeah. Well, we kind of stalemate each other.
Uh,
It's like, oh, nothing happened. We didn't hurt each other. Oh, oops.
Sir, this is highly inappropriate.
Which is exactly how Ansys actually sound.
Hey. Well, he's under strain, so.
okay. It goes to Velop or Ansas.
Okay.
The Klingon.
It's going to who?
There's 3 other people: the Klingon, Ansas, and Velop.
Because Wolfgang started it.
They started it.
Avlop will step in, spend a determination on sometimes drastic action is necessary.
Fudge.
She will use the nerve pinch, which lets her use medicine in place of security.
Okay, so daring security for Avlop, posed by Wolfgang with daring security. So yes, daring medicine for Avlop, daring security for.
And I'll spend the last momentum a 2 threat for the 3rd die, I believe. Yeah,
Yes. Roll 4. Roll 4.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you were saying that to Avalon for some reason. I was like, huh?
No.
3. Dang. Don't have any way to
That's
re-roll it,
3.
so I got 3.
Oh, it's a tie. There's already a complication on the table. I will. Yeah, I forgot to take that. I'll take that as threat.
So
we
what
all
happens
need
with
to just calm down here.
a tie again?
It's a tie again.
What happens again?
Nothing.
Okay.
Stalemate.
As
As we
Velop,
struggle with each other.
as Velop tries to go in for the nerve pinch, Commander Wolfgang kind of rushes to his side and pushes a little bit on Velop, trying to hold her back.
I know what that is. Freak off.
It's Ansas or the Klingon doctor.
Can Ansas call, like, computer security alert to sick bay?
That's appropriate, yeah.
So disengaged over to the wall panel. Yeah, so that's his turn. It's the Klingons. And
Headbutt.
no. Difficulty 3.
He's gonna shoot me.
Yes.
Dang it.
Although he's awfully close.
Yeah, so it's a difficulty 3.
Yeah.
He reaches to pull out his disruptor pistol, and when he does, because he was kind of all the movement, because he was looking at the scanner, to see everything, and all of a sudden, Wolfgang comes out to start, attacks everybody. He goes for his disruptor, pulls it out, and it falls right near Commander Wolfgang.
Yeah, sure. Let go of the Vulcan. Because the disruptor. See how that works out.
So that was the end. It goes to back at the top here with Commander.
Well,
He initiated it.
I think he's gonna grab that disruptor.
So Minor to grab the disruptor.
And fudge. I would like, if we have the threat for it, I would like to Minor like move away. Oh no, I have to disengage. That's That's a different thing. I can't do that. I have to shoot somebody where I am. I'm scared, more scared of Avlop than I am the Klingon.
I mean, it's difficulty 3 to shoot Avop with the disruptor.
Difficulty 3 to shoot the Klingon, but she can
Yes.
knock me out with medicine.
But she can't attack you right now if you're going to shoot. It's not opposed.
Fudge. Stupid disruptor. It's not a phaser. Can't
But it's
wide
vicious
beam
one.
things. Yeah. I'll go for the Vulcan.
So yeah, control security, difficulty of 3.
Oh, crap. That's right. He's spending threat.
Yep.
No, you
Or have a
can't.
die. Make it.
Dang it.
So yeah, roll 6 challenge dice, please.
Oh no.
That's 5 to Valop.
Okay.
As Wolfgang pulls, yeah, that's
Can she give you threat to stay up
she can, yes.
or to avoid whatever it is?
Yeah.
So yes,
Avoid
we'll do
injury.
that. Yeah.
Would you like to do a swift task, Wolfgang?
Yeah, I get the feeling that she's gonna attack in a second. So
2 threats spent.
can I have another die, please?
No.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh
Oh
God.
no. It's a difficulty 4. 6 challenge dice, so
God.
wow. 2, 4, 6, 8 stress damage to Valop.
Yep. She goes down. That
Um
pretty much kills her.
well, okay, so it's
Lethal injures.
not lethal. So, but did it go past her stress?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
By
so
a
there's
lot.
2 injuries on Valop. 1 is lethal.
You hear Ansa screaming in the cons, "We're all dying in here!"
He doesn't handle being in combat very well.
Rayburn, where the hell are ya?
Okay. After it's the Klingon and Ansas. So what's Ansas doing?
Besides having a panic attack,
Might flee. Try to lock the door or something.
yeah, he'll run to the door and try to open it and run away if possible.
That is disruptor fire. That's no joke.
Okay, so Minor, he moves out. What's the task? I think
He still has an action after getting out of the room.
Yeah, he has an action.
Typing super secret plants.
Did you need me to roll something, or
No, like, what do you want your
Oh.
task to be? Like, you saw, like, Ansas still has a task roll he can do.
his task is to run out and find help?
Oh, so give me fitness security. Difficulty is 0.
Yep, it's a good way to generate momentum.
No momentum generated, but he does run another, he's out that way. Oh, it's the Klingon.
My friend, I got your gun.
Yeah, so he's gonna
Run away in fear?
no.
Okay.
He's going to pose daring security for me, please.
No. It's a Klingon doing melee. Help.
The slow smile spreads across the doctor's face.
I think I want to buy a die.
Wow, homeboy has a daring of 12.
Yeah, he does. All right.
I assume Rayburn would have been alerted by now.
So yes, the Commander Wolfgang and the Klingon surgeon are like in a melee struggle.
Dun, 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 dun,
I was just
dun,
thinking
dun,
that.
dun, dun.
This moment is when Rayburn arrives.
Oh wow, I actually get there. I didn't think I was gonna make that fast.
You can get anywhere on the ship inside of a combat round normally.
Normally, yeah.
Someone had to tell you something was wrong.
Yeah. So like at the end of this round, it was you don't get to go now. It's after you go through the loop again, but or at least Wolfgang will start, and then you'll have an option to interject.
I think I'm going to shoot the Klingon because I get the feeling he's just going to keep attacking me.
Okay. Difficulty 3.
Fudge muffins. Spend a threat.
Yeah, that's my last one.
Well, maybe I'll knock this out of the park and get you some threat.
Okay.
Or, I could do that. That's fine.
Or you whiff.
Finally. I see how it is. Whiff when you're facing the Klingons, huh? Now we know whose side you're really on.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I can do.
Okay. It's Ansas.
You're really going to need surgery once I'm through with you.
It's Ansas or the Klingon. Where'd it go?
Ansas will continue his run of courage out the door behind Rayburn.
Poor Ansas.
From pedaling bikes to being shot at. What a career on this ship.
And I just imagine like his hands are like, flaring up in the air as he's like running.
Okay, dog, just hang on a second.
Okay. We'll handle the Klingon, then you can go, Rayburn. Oh, the Klingons gonna use his minor and pull out his Tang dagger and take a swing at you. Suppose daring security there, Wolfgang.
Hey, that wasn't too bad.
So yeah, he pulls it out and slashes across your chest there, nicking you. Attempt to kind of avoid it. Poor Velop is laying there on the ground, severely wounded. All right, Rayburn, you're up.
Rayburn will come charging in.
So minor will get you to here.
That's not much of a movement.
Well, you're moving one range category, so
Okay.
yeah. You'll have to do what's a sprint, which is just a fitness security difficulty 0. To move an
Okay.
additional zone. If you get any momentum, you can use that momentum to then move another zone.
Yeah.
All right. Fitness security.
Yep.
Can I use survival as a focus?
No.
Okay. Thought I'd try.
Increase difficulty because athleticism is part of survival. I'm stretching.
That's fine. I'll roll.
Hey.
2 momentum.
2 momentum gained. Spend. I'll get you there. If you spend 1, that'll get you into the room.
All right. I will spend 1.
All right. You rush into the room. You see the Klingon with a dagger slashing Wolfgang. You see Wolfgang with a disruptor pistol in his hand. You see Volop on the floor with a nice big, disruptor wound on her chest. But that is all you
And
can do unless you want to do a swift task.
how does a swift task work?
Well, you can spend a determination to do a swift task, which increases the difficulty. Currently have 1 momentum.
Nope. Sorry.
If I can't do anything, I'll save that other momentum and just stay outside.
Okay. It goes back to you then, Wolfgang.
So I can't shoot him.
You can shoot the Klingon.
Well, I can't shoot Rayburn. He's not in range. But yeah, I'll shoot the Klingon. Because having
you still have
a
your
knife fight with
minor.
him.
You have a minor.
Oh, I can back off. Oh, I thought you had to disengage and back off for someone who's attacking you.
Really?
Just gonna back off then, and then shoot him.
Control security difficulty of 2.
And then the door opens and Rayburn guns you down.
Oh boy. 6 challenge dice, please.
Oh no.
Actually, that is just enough.
Yeah.
It goes down. Rayburn. Your go. You just heard another disruptor shot.
I will open said door.
The door slides open, and you see Commander Wolfgang holding a disruptor pistol right there in front of you. He's in close range.
Can I take a step back so that I'm not in close range? Or will the door shut?
The door will shut.
Oh, okay. Then I will... Can I take aim?
Yes, you can aim.
No.
That is
And
control security difficulty 3.
I have Deadeye Marksman.
Oh, I'm trying to remember what that does.
And can I use momentum for die?
Yes.
Okay. Hand phasers focus.
Oh, it's difficulty 1. Yes, hand phasers for a focus if you're using a hand phaser. Type 2.
Oh.
All
At
right,
least you get to reroll.
you can re-roll
Okay. All 3 or
just 1.
just 1?
It's not a... Type 3 is the only one that can re-roll all of them. when you aim.
Okay.
This dice roller.
You
Okay.
You get it. You actually shoot him. So roll dice. Be 6. Or no, sorry.
Phaser type 2.
Yes, type 2.
So 8.
8. That's just enough. Take 5 stress, Wolfgang.
Thud. Because I have no way
Well.
to stay up.
Well, Ansus is going to have to be drugged back into sickbay to take care of these people.
He's halfway to an escape pod by now.
He's never going to live this one down.
I could give you a determination and a complication, though.
I mean, sure.
Rayburn, go ahead and re-roll those 3.
He goes
Seriously?
down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, I think even this guy would probably like, with my current stress right now, this.
A lot of people on the floor at sickbay right now.
So,
I need more hallways so Ansys run further away.
is there anyone who knows medicine alive?
Ansus.
Yes.
Okay, I'll go to the wall panel. Do the all ship comms. Rayburn to Ansys, you may now start returning to sickbay. Situation is clear. You are not going to die.
There's a slight pause as he has to find a comm. Very good. Yes, I'll be there shortly.
Give me control command on sus. Difficulty 2.
What if it's fitness instead? Actually, I don't know if that's any better for him, honestly. Control
think it is.
command. Control command.
Control
You
command.
fudger. Sorry, I'm okay.
I mean, your control's got to be pretty good. You're asserting.
That really should be higher, by the way. Did we up his discipline attributes already? Just curious. That should be the thing that goes up. Anyway, so yeah. Difficulty 1, you said?
2.
2? Okay. Cool. I'm gonna spend that momentum. And hopefully he comes back.
I'll let you succeed a complication. There'll be a complication for this. Onsas, you're very shaken up after what just happened. Like, you know you have to get in there, but you're just trying to will yourself back in. And so all your tasks are an increased difficulty of 1 for the remainder of the scene.
Okay. Lieutenant, hello.
All right. Which beds do you want me to put everyone on?
I don't know yet. I don't know how.
Damn it, man! Get it together. Simple triage. Where do you want them?
Well, I need to scan them first, if you would allow me the time.
Well, do it. Chop, chop.
Reason.
To be fair, you really haven't done anything for Rayburn's opinion of the medical department.
Yeah. Last I heard, Lieutenant, I think we're of the same rank. Begin scanning people.
Reason
Needs to see who's dying on him or not.
reason
we'll
plus
start-
medicine, difficulty 4. Or no, difficulty 3.
53,
The
right?
ship.
Yeah. Oops. Shoo.
It's just by the ship's sensors plus medicine.
Advanced sick bay. I can start grabbing tools to help me scan these people. Yeah? To bring down the difficulty by 1?
Sure. Difficulty
Yay,
2.
it's down to 2. That's still not great. Well, reason medicine, right?
Yes, reason medicine.
Radiology focus.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you a threat for a die. I don't want to mess this up. Hopefully, I'll get some momentum. There we go.
2 momentum gained. Ship sensors plus medicine.
The ship is somewhere. There it is. Sensor. Medicine. There we go.
So Wolfgang is stunned. The Klingon seems he's down. He'll be okay, but Volop, yeah, she's dying.
All right. Lieutenant Rayburn, I need Avalov on the surgical right away. And Ansys, while he's doing that, is going to attach a caliper to Wolfgang so he doesn't wake up and attack him again. There's probably 1 or 2 lying around somewhere.
There's at least one on the floor, but it's...
All right, Lieutenant Rayburn, I've secured Wolfgang. Those devices on his head will keep him cold. He won't be getting up. As for the Klingon, not sure if you want me to do that to him as well. I would suggest it so he doesn't start stabbing people. Yes, I'll need them out in the beds outside while I try to save Avalop's life here. She is very badly hurt.
Very well. I will put them out on the tables.
Yeah, just to be extra cautious, Ansys will caliper the Klingon as well so he doesn't just pop awake and start getting all mad. He does not need that problem in his life right now. And then he'll go after Avalop to save her life.
Daring medicine. Difficulty of 2.
Okay.
Base.
Advanced medical facilities.
So difficulty 1.
And 1 momentum for an extra die. Hilariously, he's a surgeon, but his daring's terrible.
Get the momentum back. Oh, sorry. It's just by the ship's computers plus medicine.
Computers medicine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you stabilize Volop. She'll live, but she'll also have to she's gonna have some cosmetic wounds that she'll have to undergo some treatments.
All right. Avalop is now stable. She'll need some rest. Yes, Rayburn, I thank you for your quick assistance. A little out of sorts. This is not the sort of thing I'm used to in my practice.
Obviously. Exactly how far did you get?
I got all the way to deck 8. I was about to get into deck 9, but then I stopped the turbolift and got to a intercom. Yes. Report. Right. So Wolfgang, I tried to put Wolfgang under, and he just reached for the calipers, and he recounts what happened because he saw most of it. And he's the chief of security. He should probably know this, and maybe he'll prevent that from happening again. And this is prideful, not suicidal. Although that pride kind of went out the window a second ago. Yeah, I think he saw everything except him. Well, it's obvious, but he saw him shoot Avalop and shoot. We just didn't see the shot against the Klingon, but one can guess. All right, Rayburn. I can. The other two should be fine. I'll need Avalop moved out of the surgery bay, and I'll move Wolfgang back in here, and I can continue the surgery to reverse the brain alterations.
Very good.
What would you like me to do with the Klingon? He is fine, but I have him currently under with the calipers, so he won't just pop up. But I'm not sure what you would like us to do. I fear that he'll wake up and take a personal offense to, being shot, as most people do.
Well, I have no worries. Is he a doctor or is he a nurse or what is he?
He is a doctor, from my understanding, a qualified one. Doesn't know surgery worth a hair, but
I have no worries, doctor. I've seen how courageous you are. You'll handle the situation should it come up.
I would like to request security presence, please. No, come back. Like a small security team, like 2 or 10.
Expressly told that during operations and medical procedures, that security was to wait outside per the chief of medicine's orders. So, good luck, doctor.
Wait, but he can be put on the bed over there. He doesn't have to be in the surgery bay. Points. As he's chasing after you.
Yeah, put him next to our visitor from the future who has all this delicate information in her scrambled brains.
Oh, fine, over there then.
I don't think that'd be a good idea, doctor, moving him. You should know better than that. Don't worry, doctor. It'll be fine. I'll be right outside.
I'm beginning to think I should get a transfer. First they make me pedal, then I get shot at. I'm a doctor, not a security officer. This is nonsense. And he's going to try to reverse the
Brain damage, whatever.
damage.
So, do you want it just one task, or do you want an extended task?
I'll probably extend it, that way I have more of a chance. Yeah, because that means.
Okay.
Oh, let me put it this way: would it be how hard would it be to do it in one shot?
Difficulty
that way.
7.
Haha, extended task, please.
Wake up the Klingon doctor and have him help.
No, you can stay over there.
Control plus medicine, difficulty 5. You have an assist from the ship's computers plus medicine. The work is going to be 20, magnitude of 4, resistance of 2.
Cool. He's going to spend his determination toward... I represent the very best of Stratos, academia, and society. He's trying to make sure he's representing them appropriately. Running away didn't really do that, but hopefully he can redeem himself in the surgery bay.
He's a Stratosian, okay.
Well, he's an Ardanian, so he's from the Sky City. So
Right, Ardanian.
Okay.
That's why he's so insufferable. And then I'll spend 2 momentum for an extra die. Because I'll fire cautious.
While this is going on, I'll find a wall panel and contact the captain and update him on the situation.
Tell me I've gotten the Klingon general off the ship. At this point.
You did, yes.
Okay.
I don't have threat to spend right now, so
I will make my way back to sickbay at a brisk walk.
so 3 threat. Got it.
Yep. Oh.
That's 5.
I'll
Cautious.
reroll that 0 in the hopes of getting a momentum out of it.
You have the ship though too, so.
Oh, that's true. Yep, you're right.
Computers.
Yep.
Med.
Yep.
No help.
It is control medicine, by the way.
Oh, would that have made it 15? No, would have been 1 short.
Actually, the first one would have made it.
First one's 15, 9 and 5 is 14.
Oh, you need 14.
I was thinking that too. I was like, yay, I got it. Oh, no.
All right.
I'm going
7 challenge dice, please. But you do get it. The determination's
to... activating practice makes perfect. So my next medicine task will be reduced by 1.
Okay, yes.
Whoops. Pay.
That is 2 or 4 work being done.
Yeah, I can't reroll that, sadly. I have no momentum left. Fudge muffins. Has the captain arrived yet, by chance?
I would say by now he does.
Okay.
I'm certainly not going to interrupt the doctor during surgery, but I'll kind of hang out right outside.
Dang it. All right.
What do you want him to do?
Nothing. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Difficulty 3, because your practice makes perfect. Reduce difficulty by 1. Work 16, magnitude 4, resistance of 2.
Wait.
Oh,
Hate
sorry,
to correct
difficulty
you, but
4.
wouldn't it be 4?
It's difficulty 4.
Yeah, because I didn't get enough for magnitude. But that's still better than 5. So, I will do that, but I'll spend threat to get up to 4 dice.
So
I
3
don't want
threat.
to give you more than that. Yeah.
Ship though with computers
true.
medicine.
It needs to crit. Oh, dang it.
For the complication, you're going to lose 2 work. As it's surgery is just not going the way you want it to go.
This is literally brain surgery.
It is
Yeah.
brain surgery.
He'll buy up to 5.
Haggard will beep in on the intercom. Everything going all right in there, Doctor?
No, not quite, Captain. It's brain surgery is quite complicated, especially when one has been fired upon in the recent moment. Losing a bit of progress here. Oh, and there's
Take
also a Klingon who tried to stab people, so that's great.
Take a deep breath, Dr. Ansas. Calm yourself. I have full confidence in your abilities to carry out this surgery. You're going to be okay. No one's going to be shooting at you for a long, long time. So just center yourself, do your excellent best, and I'll give him a determination.
There you go. spend that determination. And I think that practice makes perfect wears off because it's only for the next medicine task.
Well, you hadn't rolled
Yeah.
your challenge dice for the.
Difficulty was 4. I only got 3.
I thought it was diff 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, because I didn't get enough on the first roll
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
to bring it down.
Roll. Do you have veteran?
Yeah, Haggard's just about to roll it. Oh. Nope.
Difficulty 4, work 18, magnitude 4, resistance of 2.
So I'm just buying up to 4 dice instead of up to 5 with threat. And spending determination toward representing Stratos academia and society. Or rather, more appropriately, value resilience looks different for everybody.
Okay.
There you go. That complication's not great, but not a whole lot I can do about it.
Okay.
2 momentum, ship, computers plus medicine.
No whammies.
You have a. For this particular one with the complication, the resistance is going up by 2.
Yeah, I'll soak it. I need that momentum for other stuff.
One work is being currently done.
Resistance. If I do piercing, that I'll bring. Is it per delta? That brings it down, or is it just flat 2?
Just a flat 2 when you spend momentum.
You have to spend them both for piercing to get to 5.
But it would get me to 5. Would bring the difficulty down.
Assuming the resistance hasn't gone up already, like you said.
Actually, I think I'll hang on to that momentum, and because the resistance is going to drop back down next roll anyway.
So 1 work being done.
Yeah. No, I'll spend this momentum to get a magnitude because I just realized it's gonna he can't generate determination fast enough. And I get the feeling time's somewhat of the essence. Captain doesn't have any medical training, does he?
No.
Fudge.
Unless you want to have Avlop stagger in and help you. She's the only one around who does.
No. And Wolfgang, wait.
Or the Klingon doctor.
Yeah, he's staying asleep. Yeah, I'm gonna buy with a threat. Difficulty 3. I'm gonna buy it with. I'm just gonna buy 1 die. Oh, come on, ship.
Let's see. Nope.
One threat. Gonna try again. There we go.
3 momentum gained. Ship, computers, medicine.
Oh, sorry.
That is 4 work.
Piercing.
Okay.
And that brings it to a breakthrough, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, he should be fine now. Buying a die with momentum.
There's 2 magnitudes, so
Hmm.
2 breakthroughs you need.
Can re-roll that 0 because I spent momentum for cautious. There we go.
3 momentum gained.
Re-rolling.
Well,
Oof.
that's wow.
Hmm. That is enough. It's even without with the resistance. That's 7 work. Reduces the work track to 0. It's a breakthrough. That's also an extra breakthrough as well. So yes, the surgery is complete.
After Ansis starts closing everything up, he'll ping. Captain, you come in now.
Hello, Doc. Why is the Klingon physician on the other bed?
He was shot by presumably the commander here. I have him calipered unconscious for the time being, so he doesn't take any actions that may endanger my surgery, or me, for that matter. But on the plus side, I have finished my work on Commander Wolf.
Very good. Why don't you fix up the Klingon doctor now? I'll keep an eye on things.
Well, I can tell you, sir, that Klingon is fine. He just needs rest, and I think if I took these off and shook him a bit, he'd probably wake up. Actually, point of fact, he would. It looks like he's stable.
By all means, Doctor.
Of course, sir. Why not? He carefully removes the calipers and backs off because he doesn't want to get punched.
While he's doing that, the captain will quietly restrain Commander von Wartburg with the biobed's built-in restraining straps. Just in case.
Okay.
Rayburn to Haggard.
Haggard here.
Yeah, how's it going in there? The doctor have a panic attack?
No, Dr. Ansas has done very well. Commander von Wartburg is out of surgery. The Klingon doctor should wake up shortly.
Ah, that's good news. Do you want me to stay out here or come in there?
Well, hopefully we should be fine now. I think the Klingon doctor only needs some rest, according to Dr. Commander von Wartburg will be in recovery. I have used the medical restraints just in case.
Excellent. Oh, Captain, I'd like to nominate the doctor for bravery in combat for alerting security to the situation.
Very good. Write up the commendation and I'll prove it, and I'll send it forward.
Yes, sir.
Haggard didn't know what happened.
I would imagine internal security alarms would have went off as soon as the general beamed over. And then they'll, alert for security report to sick bay.
Well, but he didn't know what happened with Ansas.
Yeah. So. So yes, what are you guys doing next?
Haggard will head back to the bridge. I'm going to see if did we any chance get a recording of what Kern said?
About
The Carl Sagan being a Romulan or whatever.
you have a recording of what he said, I guess.
See if if Mira can translate it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I will give it to you. It's find the Romulan vessel.
And heading back to the bridge, Mr. Chitre, is the Klingon vessel still in orbit?
Yes, Captain.
Very well. Well, looks like Dr. Ansus has been able to repair the damage done to Commander von Wartburg. Hopefully, he should be fully recovered before too long. I will contact. I'll have Mira contact the Mek'leth.
Channel open, sir.
This is Captain Ulysses Haggard to General Kern of the Mek'leth.
Yes, Captain.
General, my ship is equipped with advanced sensor capabilities. Perhaps we might be of some assistance in your search.
Search for what?
I believe you were going to try and pin down the Romulan vessels.
There's no need for that, Captain. They've already been found.
Excellent. Please let us know if we can be of any assistance. Oh, you'll be happy to know that the surgery went very well.
Understood. You have the commander beamed aboard my ship along with my physician.
Of course, General. Haggard out. Haggard to sickbay.
Ablop here, go ahead.
Dr. Avlop, we need the Klingon physician and Dr. And Commander von Wartburg ready for transport to the Klingon vessel.
Very good, Captain. I will arrange for that.
I'll be accompanying them.
Shall I alert Lieutenant Rayburn, or shall he be inviting himself and
I believe the stipulations the general set were only the commander and one other Starfleet officer could beam aboard at a time. That officer is going to be me.
Interesting choice, sir. I will be ready when you get here.
Haggard will head down.
Because I presume Rayburn also had like a security measure for Wartburg around, even if he is able to be made conscious
Well, I mean, you can transport him on a
from the bed.
hover stretcher or whatever it
That's
is.
true. Yeah.
But you're going to have to wake up the Klingon now.
I think Ansys has excused himself for a little bit because he's shaken up.
Avlop will then attempt to wake up the Klingon, deal with his injuries.
Nerve pinch. Kill him.
You just take out the
Right.
coupler out.
Doctor, you received some minor disruptor injuries, but you will be all right. Dr. Ansas stabilized you and performed the surgery on the commander.
I see. He has been better off to kill me.
Is it better off to kill him?
Yeah. Feels insulted.
I assure you, from what I could tell before I myself was gunned down, Commander von Wartburg was doing his best. It is no dishonor that he was unable to kill a Klingon. After all, your people are well known for your combat prowess and fortitude. Is this not so?
Yes, we are hardy. We are designed for.
See,
We are
yeah,
made
that's
for
right.
battle. We are conditioned for it. Tell
Indeed.
me, when is the surgery to take place?
The doctor has already completed the surgery.
I see.
You may, of course, review it here on the monitor. It was as procedure recorded.
Very, very well. Stands up.
I believe the general has requested that you and the commander be transferred to the Mek'leth. The captain, somewhat illogically, will be accompanying you.
Very well.
So Avlop will have some nurses and whatnot transfer Wolfgang to a hover stretcher, anti-gravity stretcher, whatever it's called, and move down to the transporter room. And I guess since
When he's being directed, Wolfgang just kind of looks confused. Like he has to be like, what do you want me to do?
who?
Or just sit here? Wolfgang. Like he's very kind of dazed and kind of confused.
I figured he was still out.
Wait, you're moving him and stuff, so he wakes up.
Do you wake him
Oh wait,
up?
no, you didn't take off the calipers. Never mind. I'm full.
Yeah.
Don't mind me. I'm wrong.
Well, Avlop will remove the calipers once we've transferred him and resecured him to the
To the grab sled.
yeah, to grab sled. I can't remember what the thing's called.
Or hover stretcher or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Commander von Wartburg, says Avlop. How are you feeling?
Sore?
And your mission?
I'm sorry?
Your mission to save the Federation?
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. Could you... Why am I strapped down exactly?
But she kind of turns slightly so that the still angry-looking, although germinal regeneration going, a disruptor burn across her neck inside of her face. I am afraid I must tell you that while you were in Romulan captivity, some rather radical alterations surgical alterations were made to your brain. You nearly killed me. when we attempted to put you under to correct the butchery of the Romulans. Therefore, the captain thought it best that you be medically restrained until we were sure that you were once again within your own right mind.
Oh, okay. Well, looks between the two of you.
This is Dr. I forget what the Klingon doctor's name is. Vok or something like that.
Vor.
What?
Vor. Yeah,
Vor? This is Dr. Vor, the Klingon physician. He was instrumental in convincing General Kern of your condition. I can provide you with all of the relevant scans showing what was done to your brain. And I believe the captain can fill you in with anything else.
Oh, okay. So do I have to stay strapped down then, or are we like,
I'm afraid you're being transferred to the Klingon vessel.
Oh, so I'm gonna be treated more there or something, or?
You attempted to assassinate a member of the Klingon High Council, while General Kern has been, I believe, convinced of that you were not in your right mind. Nonetheless, you do fall currently under Klingon legal jurisdiction, and
But
in order to prevent war, the captain has agreed to transfer you to their vessel. Although, again, illogically, he seems determined to accompany you.
I didn't do anything.
There were multiple witnesses, Commander. Again, it is understood that you were not in your right mind. The Romulans, brainwashing is not the correct term, surgically altered your brain and implanted false memories, making you believe that you had been ordered by the Federation to undertake an, what did you call it, direct action mission?
So wait, are the Federation and these Klingons, are they like partners, or is that like a rank or something?
I do not understand.
You and me both, friend. Can I sit up? This is very uncomfortable. And you're both kind of towering over me. That's not the most comfortable feeling in the world.
Avlop will adjust the, I'm assuming it's a medical anti-grav that you can sit a patient up a bit like a hospital bed.
Like strapping the legs, not the upper body.
Or, just adjusting the bed itself.
Yeah.
And she will do that.
Thank you.
At some point, the captain will walk in. Dr. Avlop? Dr. Vor? Commander? Feeling more yourself?
No. Not feeling very great, honestly. Apparently I killed somebody, and these two. Although I don't ever recall doing that.
Actually, you didn't quite manage to kill anyone. While you
See?
are a remarkably good shot, your follow-through leaves something to be desired.
Wait, so I was supposed to kill them?
I'm teasing you, number one. The
Oh.
Romulans scrambled your brain. And we're well on our way, I hope, to proving that and getting you released. But for the moment, you and I are taking a bit of a trip to the Mekhleth, General Kern's ship.
I'm getting the sense I'm under arrest. And being transferred because...
For the moment, number one. However, I think General Kern is tracking down your abductors.
Okay.
What was the last thing you remember?
Waking up and this table, honestly. And
When on beaming down to Orcus 3, whatever it was, the planet you beamed down to.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
So you don't know what happened to Lieutenant Shishran?
I'm not even sure what a Shishran is, so...
Do you not remember Lieutenant Shishran?
No, I don't know this lieutenant person. Or... Sorry, I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm... And there's a lot of you, and...
What's my name?
I presume number 2 or number 0, since we both have numbers. Sorry, I'm not trying to insult you. I just don't. I don't actually know your name.
Haggard to Dr. Ansas. Please report to the ISO room.
Well, there goes his commendation.
No. He did everything right.
Dr. Ansas, I believe that Commander von Wartburg may be suffering from some sort of amnesia. He doesn't appear to recognize anyone.
I assure you, Captain, the surgery was a success. I mean, it's possible that this was very sophisticated tampering that was done to him.
Captain, perhaps a mind meld, with the commander's permission, of course. Well, Wolfgang?
He looks at the Klingon.
Time is
Oh,
not of the essence here.
What did he say?
Time is of the essence here, Captain. We need to head to my vessel. The general is waiting. He does not like to wait.
Understood. We're just going to have to catch up along the way, Commander.
Oh, okay. Commander, my name, or?
Your name is Commander Wolfgang von
That's a long name.
Haggard to Lieutenant Mira.
Yes, Captain.
Have Commander von Wartburg's service record and general history, his entire Starfleet file, downloaded to a pad and brought to transporter room 1.
Of course, Captain.
Haggard out, and we'll start rolling him towards. You are first officer of this vessel, the USS Argo. I'm Captain Ulysses Haggard. We've known each other a long time. Unfortunately, you've had a few very rough days. So currently, you're inactive as far as your rank goes.
Okay.
I'm having a pad sent down with all of your records on it. Maybe something in there will jog your memory. I'd prefer to have Avlop be able to do a mind meld, and she's our ship's counselor. She's best equipped to help you through it. I'll see if I can't get the general to allow her to come over and begin working with you, but there are no guarantees.
I'm sorry, what? Mind meld?
Later.
Okay.
Fundamentally, you and I and everyone on this ship, we are members of Starfleet, which is the exploratory and, when absolutely necessary, defensive force for a political organization called the United Federation of Planets. Multi-species, representative government, high ideals. Our good doctor here is a member of the Klingon Empire, a different political organization, hierarchical, a society placing great value on honor and the warrior virtues. Our two polities are currently at an uneasy peace that occasionally dips into a state of Cold War. What we're doing now, hopefully, is preventing that Cold War from burning hot. If it does, a third polity known as the Romulans, who we believe tampered with your brain, will more than likely wait for us and the Klingons to exhaust ourselves fighting each other and then fill in the power vacuum. Very short version of current galactic politics.
Okay. Is there anything I can do, or I mean, I'm apparently a threat to people and I kill people? Is that like a thing that Starfleet trains? Like Starfleet trains people to be assassins or something, or?
You're kind of breaking up. What are you saying?
I was just asking if like I'm in trouble and I'm strapped down, so like am I like a trained like attacker or killer or something, or is that a thing that happens between everybody, or?
You're a highly decorated Starfleet officer, brilliant scientist, and spent some time as an intelligence operative. But no, you're not a trained killer. Again, though, the Romulans messed with your mind.
Right. People keep saying
and
that.
You are a highly trained officer in what could loosely be termed a military organization. So when push comes to shove, you know your way around a fight. So this is for safety purposes. Also, considering your present amnesiac status, this may well be for your safety as well. I'd really hate for you to go wandering into an airlock.
Yeah, that I'm sure that sounds bad from your tone. So I'm gonna be in with these Klingons, and you're gonna let them because otherwise people will get into a war? Yeah?
Yes, but hopefully only temporarily as far as you being with the Klingons. And again, I will be nearby doing everything I can to ensure your safety and well-being. But fundamentally, yes, if whatever we do in the next few hours or days may well determine the lives of billions.
Oh, so no pressure then. That's wonderful.
Haggard kind of laughs and goes, "It's just another day in Starfleet, Wolfgang."
I'm starting not to like this job.
You get used to it.
Hmm.
So yeah, head to the transporter room, provide Wolfgang with the pad, and head over to the mek'leth.
So how do I? Like he can't even like use the pad. He has to ask you how to use.
No. Oh,
thankfully
sorry.
It's simple.
Here and here and here.
Yeah. And he'll read because I mean he's kind of strapped to a table. What's he gonna do? Oh no, the brig has been engulfed in darkness.
Avalop's coming with. Oh my God, she's been a Klingon in disguise this whole time.
I told you. Actually, the secret Klingons Yeoman. Yeoman Admiral Lieutenant Kamalo. And that's when Wolfgang was shot by the cat. Whoops, my finger slipped.
So yeah, I'm not gonna drop him over there, but you beam over to the mek'leth. The general is there, as his two guards. Take him. I see that you are accompanying your First Officer Captain to Kronos.
Yes, General. As I said, there's a warrior's bond between us. And unfortunately, while the surgery seems to have gone well, he does not remember anything, not even his own name.
Oh, Commander's a rank. Well, that makes way more sense.
Is there something wrong with your first officer?
Oh, that's me. Oh, hi.
Yes, although Dr. Ansas assures me the surgery was successful, he seems to have suffered major memory loss.
How unfortunate, Captain.
In more ways than you can imagine. He's a brilliant man. Seeing him like this is difficult. What will happen when we reach Kronos?
You will be tried before a Klingon court and face judgment there.
And the exculpatory evidence of the radical invasive brain surgery?
I shall bring the evidence to Gorkon. He is awake. I'll let him decide whether or not he chooses to go through with this at all. If you wish, you can talk to himself shortly, assuming that you relinquish all your weapons. You cannot be too careful in your human tongue.
I came unarmed
And I'm strapped down, so...
as your guest.
And one Klingon kind of like does a scan on you to make sure there's no hidden weapons and whatnot.
I assume this isn't a weapon. Waves the pad.
He motions to the Klingon officers, and then the doctor, they take him to his other location. I assure you, Captain, your first officer will not be harmed.
I'll hold you to that, General.
If you will follow me, Captain, I will take you to Gorkon.
Of course.
You walk down the corridor for the left. It's kind of triangular and similar to the how the old colonies were designed in a way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the corridors have that
Right.
hexagon-based design.
Right. And it's that dim reddish Klingon lighting.
Yeah. Chimes the door and hear noise. Enter. Step in. It's a fairly large, cabin.
A bow slightly. Counselor Gorkon, it is good to see that you're recovering.
Not the first attempt on my life. Thank you, Captain.
Let us hope it will be the last.
Man of my stature, I would be insulted if there wasn't any more. The general tells me that there is a development with Commander Wolfgang von Wartburg, my assassin.
Indeed. My physician, upon examination, discovered that some radical brain surgery had been performed on Commander von Wartburg that had altered his memories and his perceptions. Your doctor confirmed this evidence, and this was done, we believe, during the time he was in captivity aboard the Romulan vessels, along with another of my officers who apparently did not survive the experience. From all of our evidence, which we have provided the general, it appears that Commander von Wartburg was not in his right mind when he attacked you. Brainwashed or physically altered by the Romulans. My doctor performed some very delicate surgery on him before we beamed aboard, which seems to have repaired the damage. However, it appears that now Commander von Wartburg is suffering a severe memory loss. We were just about to investigate its extent when we were asked to board your ship.
I see. And he is of no threat now. As he kind of looks at the
I do not believe so, but he has been restrained. And of course is now in your custody. But I assure you, I have known this man for decades. He is no assassin, and he is no warmonger. I truly believe, and I think the evidence supports this belief, that he was brutally and invasively operated on in order to make him attempt to kill you, likely in order to drive a wedge between our two peoples that would result in war.
It would appear that we are both victims here, Captain. Commander Suri of the Romulan Star Empire has detained and relinquished Subcommander Velex. It appears that there was a plot through some sort of, even the Romulans, that they were not aware of. Claims Subcommander Velex is part of some sort of secret organization. He's probably the one that did the damage to your first officer. But until all parties are gathered, will not make a formal decision as of yet.
I understand, and this Valek is being brought to Kronos as well?
We'll be rendezvousing with the detachment that detained the Romulan warbirds.
That's good news. But, Counselor, and I mean no insult to you by this, I know you've survived more than one assassination attempt, but I'm unconvinced that the threat to you is this current threat to you in any event has passed. I urge you and the General both to be on your guard in the coming days. If there is one secret organization that the Romulan commander didn't know about, who knows, there may be another operative aboard. And if they're capable of this level of mental manipulation, I don't know who we can trust anymore.
Does that include you, Captain?
From your perspective, obviously not. I'm a Federation captain who's flown his ship into Klingon space and spun these wild tales with some evidence to back him up. But there's nothing I can do that could or even necessarily should convince you to trust me. All I can do is have you hope that you judge me by my actions, which to this point I believe have been honorable enough.
They indeed have. Well, Captain, I suggest you get some rest. We have a little bit of a travel to get to before we rendezvous with the task force.
Thank you, Counselor. I'll see myself out.
General kind of nods and escorts you out. Meanwhile, somewhere in the
Somewhere where?
universe, Commander Wolfgang, Tanisha Strand, find yourself groggy and waking up somewhere in a very cold and damp room with only one light with bars that has a force field around it.
Huh. Nice. Does Shishran still have Commander's bars on?
No.
Okay.
In fact, neither of you have your Starfleet uniforms
What are we wearing?
on. Kind of like prisoners' outfits, jumpsuits.
Commander, are you all right?
A little groggy, but mildly alarmed. Yourself?
I think my left antenna is bruised. I'll be fine. Try and stand up. How high up is this barred light source?
You can kind of see out of it if you kind of tiptoe.
Yeah, I'll try and boost myself up where I can see out.
You see essentially a drop, kind of like just open sky, and you can maybe make out there could be an ocean, but you can tell you're pretty high up.
Is the window I'm looking through open? I mean, are we breathing the regular atmosphere?
Yes, you're breathing the regular atmosphere. It's not open. It's just there's bars, and when you touch it, you can feel the tingling sensation of a force field.
Okay. I lower myself back down. Looks like we're kind of high up. Force field, but doesn't look like an environmental one. So wherever we are, it's close to a Class M atmosphere. Class L at worst.
Are there any other exits to the room? Other than the window?
When you look around, you see there is an X in front of you, but it's there is a force field. You can see the glow. Whatever this place is, it's kind of old, but it's also looks like it's been revamped, to modern specs.
Can I attempt a rather long shot cultural study roll to maybe guess who built this room, or at least the original builders of this room? Like if this is human or this is some alien culture's style of prison cell.
Insight engineering or science. Difficulty
I'll
2.
take science. Cultural studies as a focus. I'll spend
An increased complication.
Sure. Makes sense to me. Nah, I'm just gonna leave it.
Unfortunately, you're not able to kind of. The design looks very similar to different alien technology. It's really hard to pin down who built this place or where exactly you're at.
Well, Shishran, I do not recognize this architecture or design. This isn't anything Earth-based, from what I can tell. Or Vulcan or Endorian. Which... that does narrow it down. Unfortunately, there are way too many other species that could possibly design a room like this.
I think we're safe to stick with Neo-Gothic brig, sir.
Force field indicates advances driven by primitives. This doesn't look like a Romulan cell, though. That's what's puzzling. Why put us in a revamped room like this? Why not put us in one of the regular cells? Why put us on a planet?
To get us out of the way?
But we're high-value targets. Normally they put someone like us all the way back to Romulus or elsewhere. Why would they put us here? Do you recognize the sky at all? The planet? Have you ever been here before?
Jim?
No, I mean it looks kind of like Earth almost. Blue skies, white clouds.
I mean, the climate's more Earth-like than Andorian.
Okay, well,
Could be any one of a dozen Class M worlds.
yeah, we don't have enough. We need stars. We need something to base off of other than this room.
Maybe tonight.
All right. So for now, until we captors, he'll go quiet suddenly, and he's gonna start looking around cameras or any other recording device that he can see with his hands and eyes.
You don't see anything in the room.
Well, does it look like we're being...
It's just you and Shastran. There's no bed. It's a very cold concrete floor, concrete walls.
Well, for now, until we find a way out, examine our area and see if there's any way to get out. And from there, hopefully we'll meet our captors before the day's out. Although, if we don't see anyone within the next, I'd say, 12 hours, we should probably make efforts to get out, because otherwise it does not look like we have any food left around. And I don't see a privy, so I don't want to be here longer than we have to, or allow ourselves to get too weakened by malnutrition or thirst.
And with that, we'll end today's session on To Be Continued.